Yeah.
Hey guys, Happy Conscious Gal here. It is VLCD34. I can't believe it. It's flying. Time is just flying. I've got a couple of things to share with you today. One is a little bit of a downer, but the other one is very uplifting. So I think the balance will be pretty nice. The downer is yesterday I went to my HCG clinic, or it's a health clinic I go to that also offers HCG, and they did tests on me. And some of you may have seen the vlog that I did on VLCD12. On the 12th day of P2, they tested, my fat and my muscles and the quality of my cells. They just did this very complete deep test. And I was really excited that day because the results were just spectacular. I mean, she said she'd never seen such good results. I had increased all this muscle and my cells had improved in quality and my body's fluid had improved, mostly to do with the fact that I was eating fish twice a day on this protocol, whereas normally I'm pretty vegan and I only occasionally eat fish. So my body was obviously desperately drinking in the protein. That was really exciting and I felt really positive about everything. So then when I went to the clinic yesterday for tests, I was quite worried because some of you know I've had a really rough week in terms of my health. I went away to this festival, Confest, camped for 6 days. It was freezing cold. Obviously I could hardly eat any calories and it was very hard to stay warm and we didn't get any sleep. And on the 6th final day I got very, very sick with a fever and stomach and vomiting, and it turned out I had gastro, or I think you guys call it stomach flu. And I pretty much had gastro for 5 days, and during those 5 days I just really could hardly get any food down. I told you guys in a previous vlog that I ate a lot of spelt crackers. I could get a few eggs down, but I couldn't eat any fish. I just couldn't eat really nearly enough protein. And so I was worried that that would have affected my health. And as well as that, the night before I went and had this test, so the night before last, my partner and I went to this amazing event. I don't know if any of you have heard of Amma. She is an Indian guru who lives in India, who has a massive following around the world. And I've heard about her for many years from lots of people, but I'm not really that much into gurus or anything. But I was just curious to go and see her because she was in Australia doing a tour. Anyway, we went to this event. It was the most extraordinary thing. There was probably 5,000 people there. I mean, it was like a rock concert or something. Anyway, it was beautiful. She took us all through this deep meditation. It was gorgeous. And then after that, she does this thing called darshan, which is basically where she hugs people. So she sits on stage and they come up to her and she just hugs them like with so much love. And it was amazing because she hugs thousands of people. She stays up all night hugging people. I watched her start at 9:30, hug the first person, and apparently she went until 8 a.m. the next morning. We drew a number out of a hat. Oh, it's funny, my cat's just coming over to me just when I'm talking about Alma, because he likes people who are filled with love. And she's filled with love. Anyway, so we pulled out letter N, which meant we were going to go about just over halfway through the crowd of people, because of the letter N. But that took us to 4 a.m. So I got my hug from her at 4 a.m. Now, just as an aside, it was a truly amazing experience. Mostly because if you think about it, you might hug one person with all your heart, really present, really thinking about them, really caring about them. And then maybe you hug 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe by the 10th person, for most of us it would be hard to be really present, really being filled with love and caring about them. By the 20th person we'd be like thinking, oh come on, next, I've got to get through this, I've got to get through these thousands of people. She wasn't like that. Every single person got the same treatment as if it was the very first person she hugged. And I'm a witness to this because I was at 4 in the morning, I was at row N, and she hugged me with so much love, like I was the first person she's hugged. I felt so special. It was just absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that's just an aside. Obviously, it was challenging staying up all night because most people there were sitting in the cafeteria eating this vegetarian yummy food and just keeping eating in cakes, and people just kept eating all night. I was quite surprised to see how much people were eating, but this is what people do to pass the time. They eat. But I couldn't eat. I hadn't brought any food with me because I didn't think we're going to be there past midnight, so I didn't have any protein powder or apple or anything. So I just like picked at a piece of lettuce off the plate here and there, and drank herbal tea, and it was okay, but I was pretty hungry. When I got home at 6 in the morning, I was really hungry, and I ate an egg, and that was fine. I still was within my 500 calories. Anyway, so when I turned up to get my tests, I was pretty worried that they were not going to be very good, because I've just had 5 days of stomach flu, and I just exhausted myself again 2 days later. Anyway, I was right. The test results were terrible. My naturopath woman was really actually quite worried about me when she saw them. She didn't really get how sick I'd been with stomach flu, and she was worried that it was the HCG that was causing the bad results. But then I told her that I'd just been sick with stomach flu, I hadn't been able to eat any protein, and she explained to me that when you're sick, any protein that you take in, your body uses to heal you. So you then need extra protein, but I was hardly eating any at all. So it explains the results. So anyway, here's the results, a little bit depressing. The previous time I'd been to see her on VLCD12, my muscle had been at 24.52 kilograms of muscle. This time it was 22.57, so I'd lost about 2 kilos of muscle just from that whole freezing at Confess being sick thing, which was pretty upsetting. And the quality of my muscle had gone from above average back to slightly below average. So that was a bit depressing. My cellular fluid balance had gone from absolutely, completely and utterly excellent, the best score she'd ever seen, to just slightly worse than that. So that was a bit depressing. It was just like all those kind of tests, they were all worse than they had been on VLCD12. So I felt a bit disheartened after that, and like, oh great, I'm sort of coming from behind the 8 ball now. My body is trying to lose weight, but it's not functioning at its optimum health, because I've been so knocked around by the stomach flu and all the exhausting things that happened in that week, which obviously I chose them, but in retrospect, she told me that the reason Confest was so freezing for me when I was camping was that people heat themselves by a process called thermogenesis, which comes from eating and digesting food. And because I wasn't eating and digesting food, because I was only eating 500 calories, it was really hard for my body to stay warm. So she said, whoa, it would have been way colder for you than everyone else. And I said, oh my God, I was freezing for 6 days. And she said, no wonder you got sick. So I kind of feel like I've set myself back by that week of crazy fun and everything. And usually I'm quite a restful person. I look after myself a lot. So it's a bit disappointing for me. But at the same time, it was worth it. I had a wonderful time with my partner. It was great fun, wonderful festival. I made some wonderful new friends there. And you know, these things happen, and I'm glad I went and saw Alma. It was a profound experience. I'll probably never get to see her again in my life, and she's one of the most pure, inspirational, heart-centered beings on the planet. So, you know, it was worth it to miss a night's sleep. But now I guess my strategy is to really load up on proteins, because obviously my body's depleted from having been sick. And my weight loss has been a lot slower in the last week as well. I mean, it's still going. I haven't had a big stall, but it's trickling along, you know, trickling along. I'm having a few days here and there when none of my measurements are going down, and that's very, very new for me. And I know it's because my body's run down. So she gave me strict instructions: rest for the next week, go to sleep early. I have to say it's a challenge for me to go to sleep early. I get excited about stuff. I get creative ideas. I start writing. I'm writing a novel. I start working on my novel, or I'm writing emails to people, or I'm doing birthday party invitations, or I'm doing vlogs. Or I just love being creative. So I tend to like being creative late at night. So it's a real challenge, and one of the things I'm working on in this HCG is using it as an opportunity to break the habit of staying up late. If I get excited about a project, it's okay to leave it till the next day. I don't have to stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning to do it just because I feel like doing it. So it's a really big learning for me to go to bed early, which for me is before midnight, which is really respectful of my body, knowing that it's doing a very strong process of releasing fat, and that takes time, and that takes energy, and that takes rest. I can't expect my body to function as a fat-burning machine if it's not rested and not healthy. So my project for the next week is lots of protein, lots of sleep, and today I've actually decided to just do a straight protein day. I'm not even doing the fruit or vegetables at all, because I feel like my body needs a bit of a kickstart into fat burning again. And I just want to put as much protein in as possible. So I've had fish for lunch. I've had a big protein shake, which is just protein powder and a tiny bit of stevia and a little bit sprinkling of cocoa powder for flavour. I'm going to have straight fish again for dinner, and then I'll have another protein shake before I go to sleep. So maximum protein today. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with my weight loss. It's going to be interesting. The one challenge that's going to be there for me in this new have lots of protein phase is that I'm really getting sick of eating fish. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I've had the stomach flu and my body's just still not 100% well, but I'm finding it really hard to get fish down at the moment. Now, I don't usually eat very much fish, so my body was really craving it in the beginning, but I'm really sick of it now. So I'm going to have to make sure I cook it absolutely perfectly, because if it's even the slightest bit undercooked or overcooked, I just can't even eat it. It's gross. I've discovered tin tuna, which I can get down. Somehow it's a bit tastier than just cooking white fish. So I'm going to have to really look at that and just endure it for the next few weeks. I'm only doing another 2, maybe 3 weeks max. So I can do it. I can do it. I'm motivated. It's okay. It's worth it. It's really worth it. I mean, oh my God, it's so worth it, because guess what? When I went to the clinic, she nearly fell over when she saw me because I looked so much slimmer. And I was wearing jeans. I have not been able to wear jeans for the last 3 or 4 years because my largest pair of skinny jeans was a size 13 Australian. I suppose that's about an 11 American. You can't get skinny jeans higher than that. And I only wear skinny jeans because I've got skinny legs and big jeans look stupid on me. So my tummy's fat, but my legs are skinny. So I have to wear skinny jeans and hipster jeans. Anyway, I wasn't going to buy them bigger than that because you can't really get them. So I was like, once I went over that size, over a 13, I couldn't wear jeans anymore. So I've gone for 3 or 4 years without wearing any jeans, which also means not wearing any ankle boots or the sort of shoes you wear with jeans. So I've got this whole wardrobe full of jeans and shoes that I couldn't wear. Anyway, now my largest pair of skinny jeans, size 13, is fitting me. And I wore them to the clinic, and she was like, wow, you're wearing jeans, they're hot. And so I was like, you know what, I can push myself to eat disgusting fish for another couple of weeks, and then I'll go back to being a vegan again because my body prefers that. You know, I can do it. It's worth it because I've got even sexier jeans in my closet that are a couple of sizes smaller. I've got way sexier clothes, and I can't wait to fit into them. It's going to be awesome. And I've already found a few things that are really big. I'll try some on for you in a few days' time, maybe do a funny vlog of trying on big clothes. Anyway, it's so motivating when your clothes are too big. I can't even tell you how motivating it is. Those of you doing HCG will know. It's amazing. So, you know, disgusting fish, sexy clothes, which one wins? Sexy clothes. So, I'll eat the fish, it's fine. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to say in this vlog is that I've been reading on the forums and watching on people's vlogs. People talk about MyFitnessPal. If you don't know what it is, it's an app you can use. It's also a website where you can log all your food. Oh my God, it's totally genius. I've been doing all that by hand, using calorie counters on my iPhone and writing it all down and then writing it into a diary I've been keeping on Microsoft Word. Oh my God, the FitnessPal is so easy. So I've just started using it. I'm going back retrospectively and writing in all the food I've eaten the last 30 days because I've already got notes of all of it. I'm going to retrospectively do all my notes of my diary from the last 30 days. I'll put them into the vlog in MyFitnessPal. So if any of you want to see what I've been eating, you can just go to MyFitnessPal, look up Happy Conscious Gal. I've made it available to the public, which is great because it keeps me accountable. And you can check out what I've been eating, get a sense of it. It's going to be particularly useful when I do P3 because I intend to do P3 from a very health-conscious place. I'm not going to be eating bacon rinds and full cream and all the stuff a lot of people are eating in P3. It's just not how I eat. So I'm going to do it in a really, really super health-conscious way using superfoods and super high nutrition and the latest, most cutting-edge styles of eating. So I think that'll be really, really educational and pretty inspiring, and certainly going to take a lot of research from me, but I'm going to put a lot of energy into that. So I really suggest when I get to P3 watching and following along on the FitnessPal because it'll just record every single thing I put in my mouth and you'll see which things work, which things don't. It's going to be cool. But if you're interested in seeing what I'm eating on P2, check it out. MyFitnessPal, Happy Conscious Gal. Anyway, I'm going to do a second vlog now, which is going to be much more positive, about something that happened today that I really want to share with you guys. It's hugely motivational and will really help you all really get clear on why you're doing HCG, what it is that's motivating you to get slim, and once you find that motivation, you'll be able to overcome any obstacles and resist cheating and keep the weight off, because it all comes from our inner motivation. It's all an inside job. So I'm going to do another vlog right now about that. So until then, see you guys. Bye.